your full names and surname.
Nkosikhona James Hade.
Do you have any objection in taking the prisoner oath?
No.
If so, do you swear that the evidence you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but the truth? If you do swear, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Witness solid, my lord.
Yes. As a court, please, my lord, the state just begs leave to hand up a copy of Exhibit GG. The witness is also going to refer to Exhibit GG1. Those are photos of the paintings out. Only certain photos were referred to in the previous witness statement, photos 2 to 7 and 26 to 31.
Yes.
The witness is now going to refer to the other photos that were not attached to Exhibit
Why should he refer to them? Tell me.
GG1. This is after the ruling that the paintings out are admissible. So the witness is going to show those photos that were taken when the accused number 1 was pointing out certain spots.
Oh yeah, I get you. That's what he's saying. He just mentions photos at random.
Oh,
So
no.
the photos he mentions are allegedly those he alleges that they were shown by the accused.
Yes, that were
the spots.
taken during the pointings out.
During the pointing out.
Yes.
Because they could not be shown before they were rendered admissible.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he has been solid.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe, you've already testified regarding Exhibit GG. Is that correct?
Yes.
Usewuphane ngobufakazi lobu buka GG uthi yebo iqiniso.
I just wish to draw your attention to Exhibit GG, page 2, just below paragraph 5, or point number 5 on page 2. You'll see on page 2
Yes.
there are 5 stipulated points, and then there's a paragraph that says the said person is informed that is in the presence of a justice of the peace.
Yes.
If you can just maybe just to contextualize or evidence, just put that on record.
The said person is informed that he is in the presence of a justice of the peace, an officer in the South African police. He is warned that he is not compelled to point out any sin or points or sins or say anything about such sins. The said person is further warned that he may point out or may say, or what he may point out or may say will be noted down, and photographs of the scene or points out will be taken and may later be used as evidence during subsequent trial.
Manje ke sicela kuye ku page 2 usifundele lapho la ku number 5. Uyafunda ke lapho ku number 5 uthi umuntu loyo uyaziswa ukuthi useka phambi komuntu obekade kumuntu ozimele ongahlangani nokuphenya kwaleli cala kodwa eyiphoyisa, futhi lo muntu uyaziswa ukuthi yena akaphoqwanga ukuthi ayokhomba kule ndawo la bekade kwenzakala lesi sigameko, noma yini azoyikhomba yona kuzothathwa ithombe futhi ingahle isetshenziswe njengobufakazi uma icala liqhubeka.
Yes. Paragraph 5.
Paragraph 5, he asked whether he knows and understands the warning given to him, and the answer is as follows: I understand the warning.
Yena uye wabuzwa ukuthi uyazwisisa njengoba wayekade exwayisiwe, uthi yena yebo uyazwisisa isexwayiso.
Paragraph 6, he is further asked if he still wishes to point out sins or points out And the reply is, I still want to point out and give a statement.
Yena ke uye waqhubeka ebuzwa ukuthi usafuna na ukuyokhomba, yena waphendula wathi yebo ngisafisa ukuyokhomba ngiphinde ngenze istatement.
Yes, you can then proceed to page 5, paragraph 11.
Maqhubeka ke uye ku page 5 ku paragraph 11.
It starts as notes down the following information.
Iqala ngokuthi uqaphele lokho kulandelayo.
Vehicle SAP number
Imoto inombolo plate yakhona
BVL 755B.
uyena uBVL 755B.
Kilometer readings 80652.
Iyasho nokuthi bese sehamba amakhilometer angalingana no 80,652.
Driver warrant officer Nailana.
Umshayeli waleyo moto kakade ku warrant officer Nailana.
Passenger left front Lieutenant Colonel Hate.
Umuntu obekade ehleli ngaphambili ku laphayana emotweni kakade ku Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe.
Passenger right back none.
Emuva kwakade kuhleli bani emuva kwamshayeli kwakade kungena umuntu ohleli lapho.
Passenger left back Muzika ukhulelwa Sthemba Sibiya.
Umuntu obekade ehleli ngakwisanda sesinwele kuleyo moto emuva ubani kubhalwe ukuthi uMuzika Sthemba Sibiya.
Name of photographer is Sergeant Maphakela.
Umuntu obekade ethwebula izithombe uSergeant Maphakela.
And says depart from Alberton SAPS
Yona ke iyasuka imoto kusuka eAlbertine esiphoyiseni.
If we can use photos 8 and 9 to illustrate your evidence.
Asiye ke kuyithombe isithombe sesishagalombini nesishagalolunye.
Photo 8 and 9 shows myself, the driver, and Muzika Ukhulelwa Sibiya at SAPS Albertine, just about to leave.
Lezo ithombe sesishagalombini nesishagalolunye zona zibonisa mina noMuzi ebesikade sisesiphoyiseni sase Albertine sisazohamba.
Sorry, are you not able to beam the photos for the other accused to see this?
Yeah, that's what we were discussing earlier on. I think they're not yet scanned.
They are not mounted.
Yes, they're not yet scanned.
Oh, don't you have a spare?
We can scan. We can scan
You
them.
have 2 of those documents. You can give them to the gentleman there. When you say 9, they will look at 9, pass it on to gentleman number 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that not possible?
It is possible, but we can also scan them.
If you have 2, fine. But if you have 1, what can we do? Maybe they can use this one of mine. Maybe the second one.
Just no, it's not necessary, Malota. I have another copy.
Oh, you have. Yeah. Okay, let's proceed, sir.
We'll try and scan them during the long adjournment. Yes, you may proceed.
Photo 8 and 9 shows us about to leave Albertine SAPS.
Isithombe lesi sesishagalombini nesishagalolunye sona sibonisa thina sisazohamba lapha esiphoyiseni sase Albertine.
Photo 10 and 11. 10 shows the odometer, though it's not clear, the odometer of the vehicle upon departure.
Isithombe lesi sesishume sona siyabonisa ukuthi imoto yayikade ihambe banga elingakanani.
Photo 11, we are all in the car leaving.
Isithombe seshume nomuvo sibonisa sisonke sisemotweni.
Just on photo 10, can you just put in record the kilometers on departure?
Though they are not clear, but I did write them on the pro forma as 80652.
Amakhilomitha wona ake usitshele uthi nangokho angabonakali kahle kodwa ngiwabhalile laphayana athi 80652.
Yes.
We then departed to Fosloras,
Saqhubeka saya eFosloras,
and on photo 12, it is our arrival at the said premises.
bese ke uma siya kwisithombe seshume nambini siyabonisa mase sesifika kuleyo ndawo.
Now, how did you get to that place that is shown on photo 12?
We were directed by the accused.
Nifike kanjani kule ndawo eyukuthi ibonakala lapho kwisithombe sesishakalo shume nambini uthi sitshelwe umsolwa ukuthi sihambe kanjani?
And just for record purposes, can you once again put his name on record?
Muzika ukhulelwa Sithemba Sibiya.
Ake usitshele ukuthi ubani lo muntu othi uyena obekade entshela ukuthi niyephi uthi umuzika ukhulelwa Sithemba Sibiya.
Yes, and can you just clarify, did he point the road from the police station up to this point, or what was the position?
No, my lord, he never pointed the road from the police station.
Yes.
He requested us to drive him to the entrance of Fosloras, as I had already given evidence.
Ake usazise ke ukuthi wenzile ukhombile ukuthi hambani lani ijike lani iphume kanje kulomgwaqo uthi cha uye wasicela ukuthi simfikise la iFosloras kungenwa khona ekuqaleni kweFosloras.
From there, he then directed us to this house.
Ukusuka lapho ke wasihambisa ke ukuthi siyofika kanjani kulendlu ebonakala kuleso sithombe.
Photo 13 shows Muzi at the back on the left side with the door open.
Isombe seshume nantathu sibonisa umuzi esemuva emotweni.
And do you know the address of that particular house that's shown on photo 12?
The specific house had no address.
Lesiya sithombe simbonisa emuva umnyango uvuliwe. Uyabuzwa ukuthi lelo kheli la kuleyo ndlu wangade niyibona noma niyazi ukuthi yayikade ingenalo ikheli leyo jaridi.
Yes, you may proceed.
And then photo 14 shows Muzika Ukhulelwa pointing out where he alleges he stood during the incident.
Uyake kwisithombe seshume nane uthi sibonisa umuzi la yena ethi wayekade eme khona ngalesikhathi isigameko siyenzakala.
Including photo 15
Nesithombe seshume nanhlanu
and photo 16.
nesithombe seshume nesithupha.
Photo 17 shows us leaving the premises.
Isithombe lesi seshume nesikhombisa siyasibonisa sesihamba kuleya ndawo.
And we were directed to a place next to the hostel which is on photo 18.
Siye sayisiwa ke kwindawo engase hostel esikwisithombe seshume nesishakalombini.
Just before you proceed, Lieutenant Colonel, on photo 17, just to the left of the vehicle, there's a structure there. Can you just put that on record? What is that?
It's an electricity substation.
Manje lapho kwisithombe seshume nesikhombisa kunento laphayana la ukuthi ingasemotweni yini uthi yila ukuthi ugesi wawukade udonswa khona.
Photo 18 shows us at the next place where he says he got off from the vehicle.
Isithombe seshume nesishakalombini sisibonisa indawo la yena athi uye wahlika emotweni.
Photo 19 shows us exactly where he got out.
Isithombe seshume nesishakalolunye sisibonisa la ukuthi uye wahlika khona.
Including photo 20.
Naso isithombe samashumi amabini.
Photo 21 shows us when we were leaving place.
Isithombe seshumashuma amabini nanye sisibonisa la besikade sihamba kuleyo ndawo.
Photo 22 is arrival at Alberton SAPS.
Lesi sengamashuma amabini nambini sisibonisa sesifika ke esiphoyiseni sase Alberton.
Including 23,
Naso seshumashuma amabini nantathu.
24 shows myself standing next to Muzi.
Isithombe samashuma amabini nane sisibonisa mina ngime eduze nomuzi
At Alberton SAPS.
besikade sisesiphoyiseni sase Alberton ngaleso sikhathi.
Photo 25 shows the odometer reading.
Isithombe sangamashumi amabini nanhlanu sibonisa ukuthi imoto yayihambe ibanga elingakanani.
It is not clear, my lord, but I had noted it on the pro forma as 80690.
Nkosi yenkantolo akubonakali kahle la kwisithombe kodwa ngibhalile ukuthi amakhilomitha lapho wayekade sewathi 80690.
If you can refer to page 5 of the preamble, exhibit GG.
Ake uyeke ku page 5 wobufakazi buka
Can
GG.
just place on record from date return.
Date returned 2020-0605, time 13:30.
Ake usho ke ukuthi nibuye nini uthi sibuye nge-5 zika June 2020 imizuzu emashumi amathathu ngemva kwehora lokuqala emini.
Kilometer readings 80690.
Amakhilomitha wona abonisa ukuthi wakade ukuthi 80690.
Yes, what happened after that?
We went back into the office that we used before we left.
Kwenzakeleni ngemva kwalokho uthi sibuyele kuleli office la besikade sikhona ngaphambi kokuthi sihambe.
And I requested Sergeant Mapakela to obtain photos of Muzi after the pointing out.
Ngacela ke uSergeant Maphakela ukuthi athathe izithombe zikamuzi ngemva kokuthi kwakade sekukhonjiwe.
Just for record purposes, which are those photos?
That's photo 26 to photo 31.
Eziphi izithombe lezo ukhuluma ngazo uthi ilezi ukusuka kuyithombe semashumi amabini nesithupha ukuya 31 ukuya kwisithombe sangamashumi amathathu nomuvo.
Yes.
After photos were taken, and then we then sat down with Muzi,
Ngemva kokuthi izithombe zithathwe siye sahlala ke nomuzi
and I obtained further clarification of what he had pointed out.
mina ke ngathatha futhi nengazelo nokucaciselwa kwezinto ebekade ezikhomba.
Should I read it in?
Yes.
Ngingafunda yavunywa naku iyafunda.
It states, Muzi kwahlelwa, Stemba Sibiya states that, I'm not sure about the month and day, but it was the year 2014. It was on a Wednesday when I was called by Marco Butelezi, who asked me where I was, and I told him at home where I stayed. And he told me that he was coming to see me. He came accompanied by his friend Makimba Butelezi, and they were in a white Polo VW. I got inside the Polo and Marco told me that he had a job for us. I asked him what job it was, and he told me that it was to kill someone. I asked who that person was, and he said Senzo. I said fine, we can do it. And we decided to go first to see a Nyanga, it's a Sangoma, to check whether the job will be successful. We went to the old man and he threw the bones and said it was good, the job can be done successfully. We paid 50 rands for checking and left. I was dropped off at home and we agreed to meet on Saturday, the day of the job. On Saturday we met and we went to a place, a house. I pointed out to Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe today, 2020-0605 in Fosloras, and we stopped at the corner and walked there. I was asked whether I want to go in and I said no. I will wait outside. Marco and Makimba went inside the house and I heard about 3 shots and they came out running.
Just like before shots, there's another way to just put that on record.
I heard about 3 gunshots and they came out running. We all left and ran to the car. I was told in the car by Marco that they went in and found people inside and demanded money and cell phones. He told me Senzo confronted them and was fighting and resisting. He was then shot and everyone ran to the bedrooms. We drove back to my place at Sutu Hostel and I got out next to the high mast, the electric light. They then left and the firearm was with Marco. I pointed out the 2 places, the house where the shooting took place and the spot where I was dropped off after the shooting to Lieutenant Colonel Hate. I can confirm that my rights were explained to me and I was not assaulted or threatened.
Nasi-ke istatement esifundwa uyena uKennel uthi anginaso isiqiniseko selanga kodwa kakade kunyaka ka2014 wakade kungolosithathu uma ngithola ucingo olubuya kuMakho Buthelezi engibuza ukuthi ngikuphi mina ngamtshela ukuthi ngisendlini la ngihlala khona wathi uzoza ezongibona wafika ngempela ebekade ehamba noma Kimbe Buthelezi bona bebakade behamba ngepolo emhlophe ngangena phakathi kwepolo uMakho wangitshela ukuthi kunomsebenzi obekade kwamele suyenze ngabuza ukuthi omuphi umsebenzi yena wangitshela ukuthi ukubulala umuntu othize ngabuza ukuthi ubani umuntu obekade kwamele ayobulawa wathi uSenzo mina ngathi kulungile singawenza lo msebenzi sathatha isinqumo sokuthi siqale siye kwinyanga noma sangoma ukuyohlola ukuthi umsebenzi ungakwazi ukwenzeka bese saya ke kuloyo mkhulu yena wafika washaya amathambo washo ukuthi kuyakhanya umsebenzi ungayenzeka samkhokhela imali elingana ne50 ngemva kokuthi sekahlolile masiqeda sahamba mina ngiye ngashiwa endlini ngavuma ukuthi sizohlangana ngomgqibelo ngalesuku lokwenza umsebenzi ngomgqibelo sahlangana and when is it when
Yes.
sahlangana saya kule ndawo engiyikhombile kuKennel Hadebe namuhla nge5 zika June 2020 eFosloras ngafika ngama nasekhoneni la besihamba khona ngiye ngabuzwa ukuthi bengifisa ukungena phakathi ngathi cha uMakho noma Kimbi bona baye bangena phakathi endlini ngemva kwalokho ngizwe ukudubula kwesibhamu kathathu bese baphuma bona bagijima siye sagijimela emotweni ngiye ngatshelwa emotweni uMakho ukuthi baye bathola abantu phakathi bona bafika bafuna imali nama cellphone, ungitshele ukuthi uSenzo uye weza kubo elwa nabo engavumi ukuthi kukhishwe lokhu bekade kuceliwe. Yena ke uye wadubula wonke umuntu wagijimela ekamereni. Siye saqhubeka sashayela kwimoto saya eSuthu Hostel la ngiye ngahliswa ngaseduze kwe
High mast.
ngafika ngahliswa ngakuyisibani lesi eside lesi esibizwa phecelezi i-high mast. Mina ke ngiye ngahamba isibhamu sasikade sikumakho. Mina ngikhombe indawo ezimbini kule yandlu la kukade kudutshulwe khona, ngikhombe indawo la ngiye ngashiwa khona futhi nendawo engiye ngaba khona kwadutshulwa kuyo, ngikhomba kuye uKenela Hadebe. Ngiyavuma ukuthi mina amalungelo wami ayewachazwa futhi angizange ngishawe noma ngithuselwe. Siphelela lapho istatement.
There are marks there at the bottom. Can you just explain them?
Okay, there's a thumbprint of Muzi and a signature.
Kunezinto ezenziwe lapho ezansi uthi kunesithupha esibekiwe sikaMuzi nesignature yakhe. Nizwile istatement lesengisifundile insizwa zakithi. And the accused also confirms, my lord, that they understood the statement as I was interpreting it to them.
Okay.
And is it correct that the annexure consists of 3 pages? There are also marks on each page. Just explain those marks.
Statement lesi kunezinto intathu akuchaze lapho.
On the 3 pages, there's the first page, thumbprint and a signature. Second page, thumbprint and a signature, as well as the third one.
La kwi page yokuqala kunesithupha esibekiwe lapho no signature, na kwi page yesibini kunesithupha esibekiwe ne signature, ne kwi page yesithathu kunesithupha ne signature ezibekiwe.
All of Muzi Sibiya.
Uthi zonke ezakhe uMuzi Sibiya.
If I can ask you to turn to page 5 of the annexure exhibit GG, paragraph 12. Can you just put that on record?
After conclusion of the pointing out of the scenes or points, the notes are read to the person who pointed out and they are interpreted once again. The following questions are now put to the person who pointed out the scene or the point.
Ngemva kokuthi kukhonjiwe ke kunezinto ezikade zibhaliwe bese ke uyabuzwa imibuzo elandelelayo ngemva kokuthi ngaphambi kokuthi akhombe.
Are you satisfied that which you pointed out and said has been noted down correctly? The answer is yes. Are you satisfied to which you pointed out is your own version of what took place? The answer is yes. Do you have any complaints about the manner in which I conducted the pointing out? The answer is no. Are you satisfied with the interpreter? The answer, not applicable because there wasn't any interpreter.
Umbuzo uyabuzwa ke ukuthi wena selekile ile ndawo okade uyikhomba uthi yebo, futhi umbuzo landelayo wena selekile ingalendlela ebekade kusetshenzwa ngakhona ngalesikhathi uyokhomba uthi yebo, bese ke kuyabuzwa ukuthi unaso isikhalazo ngalendlela ukuthi mina ngiyiphoyisa ngiye ngasebenzisana nawe njengoba wakade uyokhomba uthi cha akanaso isikhalazo. Uyabuzwa ke ngotoliki ukuthi wena selekile ukuthi utolike kahle lapho kade kungena toliki ingakho kungabhalwa ngalutho.
As a court, please, my lord, the state requests that the photos that the witness has just referred to that did not formed part of the exhibit bundle before, be admitted as part of exhibit GG1, the photo album. The witness referred to photos 8 up to photos 22, in fact 25, my lord, which did not previously form part of the photo album. So it's photos 8 up to photo 25 as part of exhibit GG1. There's also photo 1, Lieutenant Colonel, if you can just explain photo 1.
Uyacela umshutshisi ukuthi zonke iy'thombe leziyana ezikhonjiwe namhlanje zisetshenziswe njengobufakazi futhi uthi aye kwisithombe sokuqala ake akuchazisele ngaso.
Photo 1 is a photo of the office that I used for the interview and where pictures or photographs were taken of Muzi.
Isithombe lesi sokuqala sibonisa ihhovisi ukuthi iye yasetshenziswa uyena uLieutenant Colonel futhi uthi kula bekade ekhulumisana naye uMuzi futhi iy'thombe ziye zathwebulwa nakhona khona kulelo office.
Do you confirm the correctness of the annexure that you've just put in record?
Yes, madam.
Uvumelana nokuthi yonke into ebhaliwe lapho lesi statement ewusenzile kuyiqiniso uthi yebo Nkosi yenkantolo?
My lord, the state requests that the annexure, the statement itself, be admitted as exhibit GG in brackets 2. The photos themselves are exhibit GG in brackets 1. So
Okay.
the annexure will be exhibit GG in brackets 2.
Okay.
Now, Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel, if a proposition was to be made that this annexure exhibit GG2 was pre-written and that the accused, Mr. Sibiya, was forced to sign the annexure, what would your comment be?
It is not correct.
Uma kungathiwa lesi statement sibhalwe ngaphambi kokuthi umsolwa afike kuwena bese yena waphoqwa ukuthi asayine uzothini uthi akulona iqiniso le?
Yes, what is the position?
Firstly, my lord, I did not know Muzi. And I spoke to him and he gave me his particulars that I noted also on this pro forma.
Manje iqiniso yiliphi uthi okokuqala mina ngangikade ngingamazi uMuzi ngingakhuluma naye yena wayeqeda wanginika ke imininingwana yakhe yiyo engayibhala phansi.
And I also did not know the contents of the case that I was going to take pointing out on.
Futhi ngangikade ngingenalo ulwazi lwekala leli ebengikade ngiya kulo kuyokhonjwa khona.
So there is no way that I would have filled this information without getting it from him.
Ayikho indlela yokuthi mina ngangikade ngizogcwalisa lezi zinto ngaphandle kokuthi ngithole lolo lwazi kuye.
The events referred to in exhibit GG in brackets 2, the annexure, did you have any knowledge of those events?
I did not have any knowledge thereof, my lord.
Wena wawukade unalo ulwazi lwalezi zinto ezekade zenzakele uthi cha ngangikade ngingenalo?
There are names referred to in exhibit GG in brackets 2, such as Makimba Butelezi, Marco Butelezi. Did you know any of those names?
I do not know them, my lord. It was the first time I heard of those names.
Kunamagama akhulunyiwe laphayana uMakimba Butelezi noMarco Butelezi wawukade ubazi noma uyabazi labo bantu uthi cha bengikade ngingabazi.
A reference is also made to a white polo. Did you know anything about it?
No, my lord, I did not know of any white polo.
Futhi kukhulunywe nangepolo emhlophe uyazi nangayo uthi cha Nkosi yenkantolo ngangikade ngingazi lutho ngayo.
A reference is also made to a nyanga, in brackets sangoma. Did you know anything about it?
No, my lord, I don't know any nyanga.
Futhi kukhulunywe nangenyanga noma yona isangoma wawukade wazi na into ngaye uthi cha Nkosi yenkantolo ngangikade ngingayazi.
And the two places that were pointed out as per photos 14 and 16 and 19 and 21, did you know anything about those places?
No, my lord, I did not know about that.
Futhi ke nale indawo ezimbili ezikhonjiwe kuleza ithombe wawukade uzazi na uthi cha bengingazazi.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Ramusipi.
Just one question.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, fine, Mr. Gomez.
So during the pointing out, the evidence of the pointing out, do you have perhaps any photos which were taken inside the house that you just discovered? Are there any photos? that-
No, my lord, there were no photos that were obtained inside the house.
Manje ngalesikhathi uthatha izithombe zikhona izithombe ukuthi zithathwe phakathi endlini na uthi cha Nkosi yenkantolo azikho izithombe zithathwe phakathi endlini.
No further questions.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Mr. Ramusipi.
I don't have any questions, sir.
Yes,
Likewise, my brother. I don't have any questions.
I don't want to ask the colonel whether he has ever used the sangom. No, it's because it's a joke. Yes, Mr. Umar.
Thank you, my lord. I have no questions then.
Mr. Msholol.
No questions, my lord.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
Uyabonga nje uthena uqedile ngobufakazi bakhe.
As a court, please, my lord, can we take the long adjournment?
Okay, long adjournment. 2 o'clock.